Hey everybody, it's your favorite guy here, Oz. It's Saturday in October. It's a overcast day today, but it's my favorite day. I love Saturdays. It gives me the opportunity to wake up late, which I never get except for that day, and to do what I do best, which is prepare foods, go out shopping, try new things, explore food in the hood, if you will, just to get out there and be a part of this great world that we really do live in. Anyway, today is Saturday, like I said, and I am going to smoke a brisket today. I'm going to show you here the one that I've trimmed already and seasoned. It's been sitting for about 24 hours. And we're going to throw this baby on the smoker today. So get ready for that, okay? Alrighty. Hey guys, it's your guy, Oz. I'm here today on a lovely Saturday in Georgia, about to smoke a brisket and some wings. I love Saturdays. You know, it's my favorite day of the week, and the simple reason is because A, I get to wake up late, and B, I get to get out there in the streets and go to the farmers markets, which I love. Tomorrow I'll be going to a huge farmers market in Jonesboro, Georgia for the first time with a good friend of mine. So that's going to be fun. But today, being Saturday, I am smoking those briskets and wings, and I'm excited about it. I want to show you the brisket here that we're going to smoke, okay? Let me see if we can get the camera turned around here. Hope so. No, it won't let me turn the camera around, so I'm going to have to turn it around manually, all right? So bear with me. There it is. This started out as a 6-pound brisket. It's raining, by the way, which is okay with me. But this started out as a 6-pound brisket, and I trimmed it yesterday and seasoned it and let it marinate overnight. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon now, and we're going to smoke it. So it was 6 pounds. I trimmed off probably about 2 pounds, maybe, pound and a half. So we're going to smoke this at about 225 for about 6.5 hours, something like that. Of course, a lot of this will be just touching it and looking at it and seeing how it goes along the way, okay? But it is a beef brisket. It's a really good cut. And I'm excited because I've tried to smoke briskets in the past. I really didn't know what I was doing. I've been educating myself, and now today I get a wonderful opportunity to do something good. So we're going to show you what I'm up to. Oh yeah, that beer, by the way, one of my favorites. Love Guinness. Probably going to spritz it with it. We'll see. I don't know. All right, I'll see you in a sec. Okay, guys, so we're getting the smoker all set up here. This is my personal smoker here in my backyard. And this is the smoke box, which is where all of the heat will be. And over here is where the meat will be, okay? But first, we got to get this going. Now, if you notice, that's not regular briquette charcoal, right? That is wood, hardwood lump charcoal. I use this brand right here, which I do like. I've seen some comparisons on different styles, and this one has the most consistent size for the coals. So what we do is we have a starter chimney here, right? Some paper down in there, some old paper bag. Put some lighter fluid on that only. I never put lighter fluid on the coal itself, okay? And we're going to light that paper bag. I'm going to put my Guinness down. And let's get some fire going here on that. So that's acting up. So we'll go with the trusty Bic lighter. Hey Bic, you owe me some dollars. I just mentioned you. Anyway, we're going to get this fire going. Just get some heat in there. Paper bag is in there, and again, it's soaked. Not completely soaked, not a lot, but has some lighter fluid on that, because you don't want that lighter fluid taste all up in your food. Now, let me talk about that for a second. Look, it's going that fast, and we're going to let that go. When that gets hot, I'll go back on a second. But when it gets hot, then I'll dump it down here, get all of that going, and then I'll throw this cherry wood here on it. Cherry wood has a really nice, sweet, delicate, fruity flavor, which kind of contrasts to the seasonings that I use, and meat itself just, you know, having that earthy kind of taste, whatever, right, because of the animal itself. Yeah, we'll put that on there, and then throw those on there, and then we'll close everything up except for some vent holes, especially the top chimney, and let that get going and get the temperature up to about 225, 250, okay? But let's talk about that for a second. So we were all raised on, you know, Kingsford pretty much, right? And I've learned by my head cook for our branding stations, our food stations, Link. He taught me about lump charcoal, which is nothing more than real wood that's been burned and then bagged, basically, right? So all those forest fires in California and stuff like that, this stuff comes from there. And it's a wonderful way. It had changed my life about grilling and smoking forever. I will never, ever go back to just manufactured charcoal briquettes. Sorry, guys, this stuff burns hotter. It burns longer. And if you're still using charcoal briquettes, I say go to Walmart, grab a bag of this Royal Oak here, and just try it. And don't put lighter fluid directly on it. You don't want to do that. Get yourself a chimney, invest in it. You know, we're talking $8 for that big bag that I showed you, another $6, $7, $10 for the chimney. You know, and I've had this thing now for a couple of years. Has changed my life. So that's getting hot. You can see the flames are still going in there. Okay, so all of that's going to get really nice and hot, and then we're going to dump it, and I'll show you once we do that. All right. Hey guys, okay, so now we're going to go ahead. This charcoal is blazing hot, as you can see there. So we're going to go ahead and dump it now down into the smoke box. You want to be careful with this. If you'll notice, I'm sideways. I don't have my hand above that. It's very hot. Right? Blazing hot in there. And put the smoke box away. Okay? And now I just want to take my stick here and kind of spread this charcoal a little bit. Get it near the big pieces and around. Make sure that we have the hot coal around there. This is the only place the fire is going to be. All right? And that is because we want the smoke to go through to the main part of the grill, which we're going to clean off here now, and cook the meat. Again, 225 to 250 degrees. But now first we're going to put our cherry wood on top. Okay. Oh, look at me, I'm reaching in there. You guys, I live a little dangerous, but this cherry wood is going to add this really sweet, fruity flavor to it. It's going to be so good, and we're going to keep putting that cherry wood in there along the way. All right, keep that flavor going. We'll probably have to add more hot lump coal in there along the way as well. But the flavor that we're going to get out of that is going to be phenomenal. So you can see that's smoking pretty good already, right? So I'm going to close this up. I'm going to clean this off and let that temperature get up, and then we're going to put our brisket on there first. I'll be putting the wings on there sometime along the way. I hate to reopen it and do that, but the wings will be seasoned and I'll get them on the grill quick, so we're not really affecting the temperature too much. 225 to 250. We'll be right back. Great Urban Eats and your boy Oz. Hey everybody, this is Oz again. I'm sitting here with my chief cook. This is my boy Link. This is the man, yo. This is the one I was just telling y'all about that taught me about the lump coal. And he and I are going to be running the Great Urban Eats food stands together, food stations. And so this is Link, y'all. And we were just talking. Now I'm gonna try to figure this out, how to get it done. But we were just talking about smoking meat, but we were just talking about the woods, right? And so you were getting ready to tell me something, man, about the wood that you were gonna say, and I stopped you.
Yeah, apple wood. It's a mild hard, what they call a mild burning wood. It's not a hard burning wood like oak and hickory and all the rest of them. It's a mild burning with a mild smoke. It actually gives you to me, it gives you a better smoke flavor.
Okay.
See, I wrap my meat. A lot of people don't wrap their meat. I wrap my meat, but I wrap it the last 2 hours.
Which is what I'm doing, because that's what you showed me.
Right, because the last 2 hours, you know, you can get the bark on there, and you can spray. I'm 58 years old. I've been watching people barbecue almost the whole 58 years of my life. My father was a cook during the Korean War and during the Korean War. His father was a cook during World War II. So cooking is in our family. We just a bunch of cooks in our family.
That's why the shit you be making is so good.
I try to thank you, John. I try to humble myself and try to teach or show people different types of ways of cooking. Because you know, you got people out here, they go and get all these kind of grills to really do what they got to do. You know, you have a smoker like he has here, but if you have a regular grill, you can turn that into a smoker.
Yeah.
You know, a grill is a hole in the ground that you dig and throw a grate across it and start cooking.
That's right.
You understand?
That's right.
Because that's how it started in Junk Street.
That's right.
None of these. It's always been a hole in the ground.
Right.
So my thoughts like this here, bro. Just get you something that you know how to work with. Once you start working with that, you'll be a whole lot better off as far as cooking.
So when it comes to, and I hope y'all understand what he's saying, right? When it comes to picking the wood, I was telling them about that Kingsford and other brands of charcoal briquettes versus lump charcoal.
Yeah, because when we was kids, they didn't have that. We always used to have to go get wood anyway. Then somebody threw, I guess, a piece of coal from the house that they was heating up with and decide, well, we can do that too. But now they make the royal lump coal, which is actually just wood that was on fire and they chopped it up.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Yep.
So my thought is like this here. You can go almost anywhere and go get you some wood. And as long as it's a hickory, oak, apple, cherry, or even pecan, right? Pecan, or even a pecan shell. Okay, a lot of people don't know that. Or even peanut shells will give it a nice flavor, and people don't know about that either.
That's interesting, yo. That is definitely something that we're going to be looking at along the way. Is doing things like that. This man's amount of information and knowledge is just phenomenal. So, but we'll be back, guys. Got more to go. All right, guys, I'm back. So if you look here now, the temperature, right? It's getting right up there around 235, 240, which is perfect because we're going to open it up. The temperature is going to drop when we put the brisket on there, and then it'll come back up. But we know now that this is about the temperature we'll be working at, somewhere between 225 and 240, right? Which is perfect. So let's go ahead and open this sucker up.
Ooh-wee.
Y'all got that? Because my eyes is burning. And this is our baby right here.
That's the bad smoke.
Yep. So here's our baby here. And we're going to take her out. I don't have a problem with touching that with my hands. I'm going to put it right on there. There's no heat directly underneath this. This is a good thing, right? So the smoke is going to be coming through the chamber there, as you can see. And we're going to close this back quickly. And now I had this closed so we could raise the temperature. So now we're going to open this up, and that's going to create some free flowing smoke. And I've got both of my vent holes on both sides here, so you can see I have them wide open. And once that temperature gets up there, if it goes too hot, then I'll start playing with it and closing those slowly, and that will control the temperature. That's how you regulate temperature on one of these offset smokers. Okay, alrighty. So now from this point, I'm going to be seasoning the wings. Look at that, climbed right back up. You see that? 250. I have to start playing with the holes already, okay? So We got a nice hot box here. We've got some cherry wood going on top of this lump charcoal. And we are about to have some fun. All right. So this is a slow process. So I will see you all when we open it. By the way, while it's on there, I'll be spraying it with water from time to time just to, create that bark, help create that bark on the brisket. Okay. All right, guys. Great Urban Eats and Oz with our head cook, Link. We holler back. Okay, guys, we're back here. It's been about an hour and a half, something like that. And Link did us a big favor, a big solid. He came back with some apple wood, man. Now, here's the difference. There's some apple wood in the bag right there. You can see down in there. Right? Here's the difference between Link and me. This guy brings a bag of natural cut. I go to Walmart or Home Depot and get the stuff. This is why he's my teacher, and that's why he's our head cook, okay? Because he does things that I just don't do. But anyway, first peek at the meat, because we wanted to get that fire going. One of the things I didn't tell you guys is that at some point, you're going to have to stoke the fire. You got to keep your fire hot. You got to keep it a certain place, right? So I had went in and took a shower, changed and everything, and then I noticed that the temperature had dropped down. At the same time, Link happened to be coming back over with the wood. Perfect timing. So we did that. Temperature was down to about 190. Yeah, and which ain't bad, but then we put that in there and got it back up. So you can see it's right back up there where it has been, around 235, somewhere around there. And that's what we wanted. So we want to take a first peek. Here we go. Okay, so not a lot going on yet, but it is cooking, right? Underneath, getting a good cook on there. So it's doing good. I'm not going to keep it open long because I don't want the temperature to stay down too long, because consistency is important. Again, this is one of those things where, at about 3 hours in, then I'm going to put the chicken wings on there, which I'll be showing you guys too. Because they're only going to need about 2 hours, maybe 2.5, something like that to cook. And so my thought is that it'll all get done at about the same time. You want to get a spritz bottle. If you don't have a bottle, just get you some water, maybe mix it with some apple juice or something like that. And you want to sprinkle the meat from time to time. That'll help it to get that bark on it that you're going to want on the outside, okay? And, some moisture. Again, it's not direct heat, so it's not evaporating that water so fast, okay? But that's what we're doing. And we're also chilling out and having a good Guinness while we do it, all right? So talk to you in a minute. All right. So, all right, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap this now. It's been in there for about 3 hours, which is what I wanted. And we want to go ahead and wrap the brisket. It's got a nice cook on the bottom, if you can see that. It's browned on the top, so it's getting a little bark. And this is the flat piece. Keep that in mind. This is not the whole brisket, right? But let's go ahead and put this on the foil. Okay. And what I want to do is, what we have here is apple juice with some water. So we're going to want to spray that. All right, because we want a little moisture in there. You ain't got to be afraid of that. I don't want it to be juice dripping down there because it still has some fat on it. I made sure we left some fat. So, and we're going to form a pocket. Slide it just a little bit. Form a pocket. Pocket on that side. Fold this piece up in here this way. Okay. So we formed a pocket, and then we bring that piece back over. I'm going to wrap that underneath both sides and then close it off at the top. So we basically put it in an envelope now, okay? So this is in a nice secure envelope. We're going to put this in here, back on the grill. We're going to put it here. Okay. Now, here's the key to everything else today, the wings. Now I know what you're saying. You've touched the meat. You gonna touch the wings? No, I'm not. I'm gonna dump them on. I use Himalayan pink salt and cracked black pepper. I'm just gonna dump those on there. Okay. Use that. Move them around. So we always worried about cross-contamination. Don't worry. I ain't going there. Boom. Those are on there. Good to go. Close it. Temperature's way down now, right? It's gonna raise up. We're gonna open it up some. Get the heat going. Link's doing that side over there. And then we're gonna add a little more coal, a little more lump coal inside. And there we go. And then we'll be good. All right. So we're gonna add some more lump coal in here and get the temperature going back up. It's already climbing, but we're gonna add a little more lump coal. We've got the apple wood in there, cherry wood in there, so we got some great flavors going, and the natural lump coal. And then a couple hours from now, we'll be cutting a beautiful brisket and having some great smoked wings. All right. All right. Great Urban Eats. It's your boy Oz, the Urban Food Wizard. Holla at you.
That one looks like a Christmas picture.
Mm-hmm.
Get a bigger tray. That's what we have. It's gotta be steel, cast iron. What you got now, John?
Okay, guys. So it's about, what time is it again, Link? About 8:14. All right. Remember, we started this one at about 2:41 today. So it's about time for this to come off. Now, we've had it in the foil. It's at about 160, 170 degrees at the fattest part, right? So we know the temperature is good. Let's take that out of there now. You can see the wings over there. We'll get back to those in a minute. But you see the juices here in the foil down in there. You see that? Okay. This thing is done. And so what I want to do now is, I want to, here, Link, hold that on real quick. All right. I'm going to set this on the top rack for just a minute. Whoop. Yeah, that's nice and hot.
Watch yourself. Don't burn yourself.
Try not to. So this is part of the nature of the beast, huh?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to leave this juice in here with it, right? Okay. And what we're going to do is, yeah.
Sorry.
There you go. And then what we're going to do is that we're going to close this down again for a while. And I just want to let it dry a little, not a lot. But I just want to get a little more of the bark, a little more firm on the outside. So I'm just going to say maybe 20, 30 minutes tops that I'll do that. The temperature's dropped way down now. We've been maintaining it at about 240. So it's really ready to come off. I can take it off now, but I personally just want to get a little harder bark going on the outside of that. And then I'll bring it in and let it rest and slice that sucker. And resting once you smoke meat really isn't a long process. You don't have to do it like you did on top of a stove, or if you did it in the oven or something like that, or even if you grilled it. But smoking, you can go ahead and slice into that baby. And then we'll let the chicken go another 30 minutes after that. That'll be done. And it's already got a great color, as you saw. So I'm just excited. I'm ready to eat some of this stuff. I know it's late, but hey, it's Saturday, and it's a very relaxing Saturday. A Saturday sizzler, as a matter of fact. Your boy Oz. Holla at you in a second.
Oh. Just that there.
Peace.
Oh, dude. Oh, the smoke. Oh. You know, that hope to do it too.
The bark on there. Whoa, you guys should smell this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Smoke still coming off it. I just pulled it off the grill.
You gotta let it rest for at least 30 minutes. Oh, the smoke. Oh. You know, that hope to do it too.
The bark on there. Whoa, you guys should smell this. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Smoke's still coming off it. I just pulled it off the grill.
You gotta let it rest for at least 30 minutes.
Okay, folks, so the brisket is done, all right? And it's 9:03. I let it sit and rest for a while. I've had it sitting out. And now I'm going to cut into it. I'm going to ask Link to come over and take control of this camera real quick. And he's going to just stay focused on the meat. And come down close, bro. Thanks. All right, right there. And we're just going to cut at the tip. We're cutting against the grain, against the strain, all right? So I'm going to slice right here first. I know what y'all are thinking, the foil, but I just wanted to cut that to show you the smoke ring. See that? Oh my goodness gracious. Woo. I want to drop it. So here, now I'm going to cut a piece. Look at that. Got to cut enough for everybody to taste. We got 4 people here. My wife and Link's wife, and then me and Link. Them first. Okay. Cut some for everybody to try there, okay? But if you can see that, look at that ring. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. All right. So that's me in the brisket with my boy Link, all right, who's holding the camera right now. We did it, y'all. It was a long day. It's Saturday. Like I said, now it's 9 in the evening. We started this at 2:41 today, somewhere around there. And now we're just ready to go ahead and dig into some of this deliciousness, all right? I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much. Great Urban East is your boy Oz. I'm the Urban Food Wizard for sure. Got to know that. Holla back.